We've all heard stories about Santa, one of the most beloved icons of all time, and all that he does to spread joy and happiness. But most people know little about the man behind the beard. Charlie or not, today we're going to look at the face of Christmas. You're the CEO of the world's greatest toy company in the world, Santa Claus the man. Today I'll read Santa's face using the ancient art of Western face reading, which, by the way, has been scientifically validated to 92% accuracy in a 1950 study that included 1,050 people over the course of 5 years. It will become very apparent to you as to why Santa is so good at what he does. You know, there are actually 144 muscles and 14 bones that make up the face, and they all have a story to tell. Santa's going to do his best to join us, but let's continue till he gets here. You know, this reading is given in the holiday spirit, and you'll soon realize everything that you want to know about a person is as plain as the nose on their face. So, sit back and enjoy as we go through the facial features of Santa and how this relates to his true personality.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Lynn, how are you doing? My goodness. You know what? Before you say anything, I just want to tell you I am so excited about hearing more about this face reading. It's got my attention.
I'm so glad, Santa, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to join me. So pull up a chair and have a seat.
I certainly will. Oh, there we go. Now tell me more.
Well, this is the photo that I chose out of the ones you emailed me.
That's a pretty good looking photo of me.
I thought so too. You know, I will still mail the audio CD of your reading to you. But as I go through your reading, feel free to interject any questions or comments you might have. After all, Santa, this is all about you.
All about me.
So let's get started. I'm going to start with the height of your eyebrows, which, Santa, you know, they're very, very low.
Very low.
This tells me that you always have felt very comfortable approaching and meeting new people. You know, after all, not many people are comfortable having someone, even a child, sit on their lap the first time they meet them. But for you, it's just simply natural.
I always feel natural when I'm around people. I love boys and girls and all the people in this wonderful world. Lynn, please go on.
Santa, have you ever noticed that your eyebrows are very thick and bushy?
Well, not really, but you know, it's got my interest again. I'm all ears, or should I say, I'm all brows.
You know, your eyebrows tell me that you're always thinking, always full of ideas, evaluating and calculating everything that's going on. You can actually process many, many mental projects and all at the same time.
Well, Lynn, if you knew how many things I had to think about: the reindeer, the toy shop, the elves, keeping everybody healthy and happy, and of course there's Mrs. Claus, and then all the letters that I've got to read. I enjoy every minute of it, but sometimes, I'm telling you, it just gets overwhelming.
Wow, I can imagine. You know, while we're talking about eyebrows, Santa,
Yes?
I want to point out that the underside of your eyebrows have just a very slight arch to them. This tells me that you're very sensitive to the emotions of others, and you're always aware of what people are feeling.
But, I mean, isn't that true for everybody, Lynn?
You know, you would think so, but no. Many people have eyebrows that are very straight on the underside, and you know what? They're more concerned with consistency, predictability, dependability, and actually keeping a lid on their emotions.
Well, that's kind of strange to me because I love expressing myself. I like to feel what I say and say what I feel. Go on, tell me a little bit more about this.
Okay, now let's talk about your large irises.
Irises? You mean the color part of my eyes?
Yes. They actually tell a face reader how important your emotions are to you. And you know what? Yours are very important, Santa. You connect with your feelings and emotions, and you're open to sharing them with others.
Well, sharing is what it's all about as far as I'm concerned. That must be why spreading joy and seeing the smiles on the faces of boys and girls seem to be the core of everything I do. That's so amazing.
Santa, I know by looking at your nose that it's very important to make a difference in the world. And you know, you sure do. The bridge of your nose is long and straight. And this confirms that you are very good at long-range planning and strategies. You have a no-nonsense approach to work. And it doesn't always win you favor with the elves or Mrs. Claus, but you know what is needed, and you get the job done every year, and in time for Christmas Eve.
You're so right, Lynn. You know, every year there's more and more children, which means more and more toy delivery, and the numbers of homes just seem to increase by the thousands, which means my scheduling is more and more complicated. And the computer technology, the advancements, and the sleigh maintenance alone can be overwhelming, Lynn. But tell me more about this.
Okay, back to you, Santa. You have full round cheeks that make your appearance very non-threatening. And they also tell me that you're very tolerant and accepting of others. You know, you have no trouble at all organizing groups, shopping malls, or getting people and the elves, the reindeer, and Mrs. Claus to join you in your mission to bring joy and happiness to the world.
I love having people around me, Lynn. Listen, I've got a question. What do those lines that radiate down the side of my nostrils down to my mouth tell you about? Yeah, those lines there. What do they tell you about me?
Oh, that's easy, Santa. You love to talk. You seldom run out of something to say. You've never met a stranger. You're just a natural talker. Some people might say you have the gift of gab.
Well, Mrs. Claus will have something to say about that. You know, your readings normally last about 45 to 60 minutes from what I've heard, but I've only got time to hear one more trait because I've got to get on my way. What do you want to share about me now?
I know. Let's finish with your mustache and beard. Your mustache actually covers part of your upper lip, Santa, which means you want to appear very strong, and you certainly don't want your masculinity questioned. When we read a beard, we read it by its outside shape. In fact, Santa, you are so well known for your full round beard that face readers now call the round beard the Santa Claus beard.
Oh, that's amazing. What a lovely name.
The truth is, Santa, you are concerned that if people ever find out how soft-hearted you really are, they might take advantage of your soft heart. Your beard is just one more trait that tells me you're very sensitive. You put people first, and you have a genuine concern for others.
Well, being concerned for others is what it's all about as far as I'm concerned. But, you know, Lynn, you say that face reading is 92% accurate, but I'll tell you, it felt like you were 100% accurate. And I can't wait to see all the joy that your face readings bring to all the people in this world. Can I order Mrs. Claus's face reading on your website?
Sure can, Santa.
And wait, there's one more thing. Those face reading cards, can I get those from your website as well?
You betcha, Santa.
What are they called?
Face the Real Deal.
Face the Real Deal. You know what? That would be an excellent gift for a poker player.
Especially if they want to win.
That's for sure. Give them that little edge. Anyways, I'll tell you, you know, your insight was quite incredible. Did Mrs. Claus tell you some stuff about me?
Not a word.
What about some of those elves? You know, they've got a habit of leaking some information every now and then.
Nope, haven't talked to one of them.
Well, are you psychic?
No. Santa, anyone can learn to read faces.
Anyone? You mean I could actually learn?
Absolutely, anyone.
Maybe I'll get myself a package of those cards. Anyways, Lynn, I gotta get going. I got parcels to deliver and houses to go to, reindeer to feed. I've just gotta get going. Lynn, take care, and this has been a wonderful experience. Merry Christmas.
Bye, Santa. Bye.
Bye.
What a wonderful man. Well, I need to wrap this up and get back to Santa's orders for Face the Real Deal. You know, who knew so many people would want to learn how to read faces? Orders are coming in from all over the world. Now you know, a face is not just a face. It's a living history and a personality profile that can be read just like a book.